Good afternoon, Royal Ones. Happy Saturday. This is Princess Gigi coming at you again with another important message. Let's talk about the power of celibacy. Oh my goodness, we got to have this talk. We got to have this talk. Ooh, you will begin to go within and search yourself, and you will become clear. You become closer to your divine creator. You'll become closer to the Lord. During this time, you need to work on yourself, improve your weaknesses and assess your strengths, because your strengths, you can turn them into your purpose. So this is a good time to do self-development. So let's focus on your purpose, and you can develop multiple streams of income during this time so that you can become stronger, faster, and better. The best way to get over heartbreak is to become successful. Focus so much on your business that you become obsessed with it. Focus so much on your job, your ex doesn't matter. Having sex with the wrong person can create a distraction from your goals and your business. This could drain and deplete your energy and create a soul tie. So you must be careful who you sleep with, especially if this person has negative, energy vampire. This person can destroy you and block the flow of your blessings. For example, if you sleep with a person that has, if he's very depressed, negative, and angry, you will become depressed, exhausted, and suddenly you will feel unworthy, and you will sleep, but you won't get any rest. You will become unsuccessful, and you can't focus on your business. And getting up and going to work will be difficult because he will steal your star. He can steal your destiny, interrupt you operating in your purpose. You can pick up this energy from the person you sleep with, especially if you're living in the same house as them. You got to know that energy is real and it can be transferred from person to person. If you are a happy, optimistic person full of energy, if you get up going to work like every day, you feel powerful and confident, the moment you sleep with someone, they'll receive this energy from you, and then you'll receive their energy. It's called like a spiritual transmission or an energy transmission. You will develop multiple personalities too if you're sleeping with multiple people. So I encourage you to pick better men and verily vet them, and clearly define your standards. Never sleep with a man on the first date. Get to know that guy. Go out on a couple of dates and use your spirit of discernment when assessing his personality. And ask the Lord to reveal things to you about this man that you do not know, and reveal his intentions to you. And, the Lord will reveal these things to you about this man that same day, that same week. So be careful when you pray this prayer, because the Lord will answer you immediately. Suddenly people will begin talking to you about this person, mutual friends, and most of all, his behavior will start to change. And if this guy is aggressive, argumentative, and negative, this is what will go on the inside of you when you have sex. And then so after you have sex, you will become combative, maybe suicidal if this man was toxic and paranoid. You will suddenly start complaining about everything, and you will become a negative Nancy. This is what the statement, some people say, oh my God, I felt so much better when I got out of this relationship. It's because that person was harboring a negative personality and all this heaviness on their spirit. And then it transfers over to you. So you got to be careful. So on the other hand, if the guy is, sweet, gentle, optimistic, hardworking, and loving, this is the energy that will go on the inside of you. And then after sex, you will begin to glow. You will have a positive mindset. You will feel good. You will trust your partner. You will have energy. Your business will prosper. You will get up and go to work on your job. You will just be a happy, lovable person. You will be safe to love, and you will be a productive employee. So after a bad breakup, if you were abused or went through a very toxic relationship or divorce that literally drained your energy from having arguments, day and night, if it was constantly full of drama, extremely dysfunctional, I recommend you take some time off and build yourself up. Um, Level up for like 2 years and then try to date again. Don't give up hope, because there are good men out here. You just haven't checked for their energy properly. You chose the wrong man. It's pick pick bad picker. When you have this positive energy radiating from you, you will have no problem attracting men. But the problem is the type of men you attract. This is what I mean when I say pick better men. This is my problem too. And then on top of that, I did ignore red flags. This is honest. A lot of men are saying some women are single because some chose to get on government assistance over staying in a relationship. But what are few people talking about is what drove women to that narrative. Yes, I do agree there are some women that are able-bodied working adults that are enjoying all too much the benefits of food stamps, Medicaid, and child support. The state you live in, they request money from the federal government, which is the White House, for these sponsored programs such as the food stamp program, the Title 20 program, the WIC program, and Section 8 housing. Some of these women haven't worked in 10 to 20 years, living off the federal government, thus crippling these women, increasing unemployment, which is actually like a setup, and is creating hatred for men and destroying the family dynamic. But let's talk about this a little more. The dynamics of men are changing. Men are not the same as they were in the 50s and the 60s. These men knew how to take care of their wife and children, being a stable provider, supporting a household. These men stayed on jobs for 20, 30 years. They retired receiving the gold Rolex. That was a badge of honor back then. Today's men are lucky if they stay on jobs longer than 6 months. After Pawpaw and Grandpa passed away, the role model for teaching their sons and grandsons how to take care of a wife and a household have died. They're gone. The few role models that are here today, they call them simps and wimps, thus creating rebellion. Now, these men we know they're called narcissists now, and they are creating dysfunctional relationships, saying that women should share men. When you share men, you share diseases, and like I was telling you, you share spirits. This is, energy is transferable. These argumentative, controlling, dominating men have drained the woman of her resources. These men are dysfunctional and abusive and very toxic. And when it comes to providing for the household, asking these men for money for the children is very scary. They do not provide financial stability or a safe, stable, loving home for the children. So some of the women turn to the government for help. Some of the men, not all of them, have made things very hard on women in relationships, thus creating the angry black woman, because she could not enjoy the soft life and being in a stable relationship with her children. When we got pregnant from this man, we was not intended on going through abusiveness and dysfunction. What I have noticed in these toxic relationships, they have caused mental instability in women. They have had their hearts broken beyond repair. And seeking therapy was taboo in the past. Some of these women receiving government assistance are not lazy. Some have lost their way, and they are exhausted. They are pure tired. Some of these women used to be working professionals on top of their game. All that happened was she chose to date the wrong man. She got pregnant by the wrong man. She married a toxic individual and got pulled down. And now she's got to figure out how to get back up. So women today are forced to divorce these men because these men are so toxic and abusive. They have to end the relationship because of the mental instability of the men and protect the children. Some of these men, they drink and use drugs, and then they blame the woman for destroying the family. Some of these women have had way too many children. They have like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 children. And these women did not finish their education. And now these women feel like the children are a burden instead of a blessing. So she ends the relationship or the marriage to protect the children. I don't know where it came from, where some of these modern day men, not all of them, but some of them have become so feminine that they refuse to work. They want the woman to take care of them and buy them gifts. They want the woman to chase them. They ain't taking care of no woman. They ain't taking care of no house. These men collect unemployment checks every 6 months, and they have sketchy work histories. They work on and off, and they figured out a way to get food stamps. This does not qualify you to be in a relationship with someone. This is breadcrumbing, and you're doing the bare minimum. As women, we deserve more. And a man that doesn't work is a boy. As women, we were raised from young girls how to cook for your husband, clean the house, and take care of the children and be submissive. Which pretty much means submissive means don't talk back. That's what I was taught. I was told. And also, you have to endure some things to enjoy these comforts. What that statement meant, you had to endure arguments and sometimes abuse. Because he's the breadwinner. And the men back in the 50s and the 60s were taught to go out and work and provide for your wife and children. Some of these men are so used to getting their way, when you tell them, no, I deserve better, they flip out on you and they say your standards are too high. We know now that these men are called covert narcissists, or there are other forms of narcissism. And these men, what they do is they look for nice women with low self-esteem, if possible overweight, that's empathetic. Some people call these women plain Jane. Now let me tell you about plain Jane. Plain Jane got a good job. She got a house or an apartment, and she probably has a couple of kids. Now these narcissists can easily dominate and control her. They drive her car and they give her good sex every day and nothing more. And they don't contribute to the household at all. If they do contribute, they give her the bare minimum. Plain Jane is probably working 2 jobs. They tell Plain Jane a sob story about their ex or their situation, and she believes them and moves them right in. In reality, he looking for somebody he could use. He looking for a place to stay. Eventually, he moves in with Plain Jane, and he know deep down inside he don't love her or like her. She just a come-up woman. If he gets her pregnant, this is him securing his place. If she is his baby mama, he know he'll always have a place to stay. Yeah, I call my baby mama, I go over there. He'll spend up all her money, run up this girl credit. He'll run up her credit card bill and destroy her credit. He'll pull this woman down and destroy her destiny. This is like a vicious cycle. This is what they do. These types of men, they go from woman to woman. And they call it finding new supply. So don't be so hasty to jump into a new relationship. The best way to get over a bad relationship is to get on your knees and pray. The Lord is going to reveal to you things about this man you do not know. The Lord is going to make his intentions clear. Stay close to the Lord. Don't ignore the red flags. These revelations are from God. All right, Royal Ones, tell me what you think about this conversation. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe. Love, hugs, and kisses. Bye.